So a consolidated bus here is idling for reasons I don't know. So the first thing I must do is engage my clock to know where I am in the 4-minute sequence, if it works. And then go to my timestamp photography. So we're at 3:47, so I'm gonna go and shoot the other license plate and do the remainder of the video. And as mentioned, there's no discharge of passengers at all, and it's only the driver in the bus. Thanks. So that's it. The law says that a vehicle, truck, bus, car, limousine, can't pull up at the curb and idle their engine more than 3 minutes. On December 19th, 2017, City Council passed Law 717A, which allows a citizen to prepare and present evidence of idling only trucks and buses to the Department of Environmental Protection. By doing so, the citizen can get 25% of a $350 bounty. I have submitted 120 times, and I've made $9,000 cash in the bank. I did statistics for 5 years, gathering up information as to the nature of those that idle in New York City. And the comments that people would make to me as I'm talking to them: are you a cop? Are you telling me what to do? The law only applies to diesel. It's not true. Citation.
What is it?
You have to talk about the fact that your engine's on.
Oh, man, come on, man. You're a pain in the ass.
Is there something we want to discuss here? The citizens' complaint thing happened as a result of certain key people in City Council seeing the documentary film Idle Threat, which is something I produced in 2012. I was influenced by the aftermath of the Iraqi war. It was quite clear that our motivation for going there and fighting wasn't for weapons of mass destruction, it was really for oil. And just at the same time, my brother came down with stage 4 lung cancer, and he was not a smoker. Just as this was going on, I began to witness and observe trucks and buses in the city at curbside idling their engines. And I said, boy, this is an interesting situation since we went to war for oil, and these people are wasting the oil we went to war for. I never dreamed it would migrate into an actual law where I'd be able to benefit. You know, there's strength in numbers, and so I have about 12 people under me, and I like to call them street agents.
From when I started, which is in early May, to the end of December, I have submitted 297 complaints.
That's just phenomenal.
How many have gone forward?
I've gotten 35 checks, 12 checks in 2018 and 23 checks in 2019.
That's called record keeping. That's terrific.
That's pretty thorough.
Recently, actually, I've had people come out and ask me what I'm doing and start to record me.
Recording them?
Yeah, they'll shoot me back.
Patrick, what about you?
I don't. I have zero experience. I haven't submitted anything yet.
Okay.
Let's see what's going on with Giorgio Produce here. Make sure that you take a photograph of the address, which is on the side.
And then I'll take a video, right?
It's good to have steady camera work.
Okay.
So that's part of the evidence that goes in front of the Department of Environmental Protection, in court.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I care about air pollution really for two reasons. Number one, on a personal level, I'm somebody who likes to exercise. I run a lot. I don't really appreciate breathing in, toxic air and exhaust fumes. The other reason is basically a public health issue. So this is really busy as far as idling is concerned. This road here, Amsterdam Avenue.
I get a lot of my customers. I like to call them my customers on this avenue.
Another thing I've experienced is that when I would see a vehicle like this and then talk to a police officer that is standing right by there, they basically don't react at all.
The police, even though they're aware of the situation and perhaps the hazards of the situation, they just don't care to enforce the law themselves.
The idea is not for me to go out there and spend my time doing this. This is not what I want to do at all. Thousands of people should be doing this. It's not about writing tickets, issuing tickets, having court dates, submitting paperwork. No, it's about people stopping idling.
Sir, are you the driver?
Yeah, man.
Are you aware that your engine's been idling for about 4 or 5 minutes?
Okay, what's the big deal?
But it's against the law in New York City to have an engine on more than 3 minutes. Are you aware of that?
Who are you?
I'm a concerned citizen.
A concerned citizen. No problem. I'll turn it over.
Please. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I hope I didn't kill anybody.
No, you haven't killed anybody. But thank you. Appreciate it.